Jonte Austin, writer, producer.
Man.
A lot of hits that you know of from the late 2000s come from Jonte Austin. Rodney Jerkins was mentored by him. We know Rodney Jerkins from creating the Brandy and Monica sound. And Monica sound initially was created by Dallas Austin. And she said that there's three people that before she releases any music, she gives it to them first. She gives it to Dallas Austin, Missy, and Jermaine Dupri. The So Def sound traveled by way of a young man we know as Polo the Don. What in the hell?
I don't know.
Like, we not live on the air right now. My partner over here tripping.
I don't know what's going on, fellas.
But Polo the Don,
yo, that nigga
has made some serious hit records, and folks don't even realize that he produced them.
Shout out to Polo, nigga. Man.
Polo the Don gave us one of the greatest one hits of all time.
P-O-L-O.
Throw some D's on that bitch.
Hold on. Let's just be funky.
Oh my God, that
album,
so hard.
That album was hard, nigga. Keep it G.
Rich Boy was cool. I fool with Rich Boy. One time for Alabama. And that's the only time you'll ever hear me say that.
Oh, come on, man.
I don't fool with Alabama like that.
Come on, they got some legends, though.
I don't fool with Alabama like that, man.
Mr. Biggs in the motherfucking
I know
show
who the
talking about
are.
the hoes. Let me hear say hoes. Let me
see,
hear
this
say
keeps
hoes.
happening. Okay, back to the
hoes.
Come on, man. You gotta stop. Jermaine Dupri,
legendary.
So Def.
Super legendary.
What folks don't realize is Usher, Mariah Carey, Criss Cross, TLC. None of these artists were ever on So Def.
None.
Okay, but the biggest moments of their careers came because of that So Def sound. The biggest selling solo female rap artist until Nicki Minaj was Da Brat.
The B-R-A-T-I-B, Missy, and we some bad, that be,
well, until Missy, then yeah. But as far as solo rappers, female, she's the first solo female rapper to go platinum. And she went platinum with her first album, Funkdafied.
Yeah.
So Def has rewritten the game so many different times. When you want to say, I'm going to keep my city alive by investing in what's hot in the moment until the next wave comes, that got to go to Jermaine Dupri. Because So Def Records,
amazing.
They signed Bone Crusher to a one album deal.
Crunk music.
His biggest album
that
was
Midwest
on that.
Music. Yo,
Okay.
that nigga Jermaine's the man.
JD signed them Franchise Boys to a one album deal. And all the songs you know by Franchise Boys was on So Def.
Well, White T
He
was on
signed J-Quan to one album
Because
deal.
everybody
in the
tipsy.
club getting tipsy. And Hood Hop, which beat was hard. I can't front.
Hood
Hop beat was real hard.
Oh, I don't know that.
That beat was hard as hell. They just want to shoot something.
Listen, I put myself on punishment from listening to fucking Midwest rappers back then, yo. Them niggas was so bad, nigga.
Oh, man.
That nigga say, so hard and horror. I said,
man,
what is
record,
this
man.
shit, bro?
Nelly, I just want you to know.
Yo, you were trash, nigga. You were trash.
Man, I fooled with you, Murphy Lee, Key One,
all of y'all
City
niggas
Spud,
are trash.
Ali.
Your name is trash.
I fool with Midwest Swang. I fool with you, Nelly Nell.
No, sorry.
I fool with you,
can't
Mo.
fuck with it.
Don't shoot me for calling you Mo.
I can't
felt right
fuck
at the time.
with it. I can't, no.
Nelly, I fool with you, dog.
Yo, listen, you know who my favorite St. Louis rapper is?
Oh, my God.
Take a guess, nigga.
Ching-a-ling.
Ching-a-ling, nigga.
I hate Chiggy.
You know why? Because that
Ching-a-ling.
nigga JD made that nigga a star again.
Ching-a-ling.
That nigga Ching-a-ling, nigga.
JD saved that nigga.
Again.
So
You gotta do the come roll with me.
one time.
And you was my baby.
Hold up. Stop.
Jason Weaver.
You was my baby. Ching-a-ling. Nigga, that is like my favorite Chingy song ever, nigga. Ever. I have my favorite Chingy lines. Like, she want to roll with a star. Like, that's one of my favorite Chingy lines. But my favorite Chingy song of all time
before there was
is Me Back, Me Back, Me Back.
Yo, listen, before there was a Fetty Wap. Before Fetty Wap thought about rapping, there was Ching-a-ling, bro. Ching-a-ling is
Get it, boy.
Get it, star. Get it, boys. Yeah, that nigga used to think he was so tough, nigga.
Yo. Oh my God. Like,
I like it when you do a right dar. Take a lip of the bucket, look on the star. What?
You know what?
I like that.
When that song first came out,
Ooh.
I felt so conflicted by that song because like
Nigga.
the song jam, but the song sounded real cheap to me. It sounded like a novelty record, so I felt bad. Like, it's like Rapper's Delight. Like, you hear all the old rappers talk about Rapper's Delight was really just a novelty record, but the shit jam. Like, you couldn't deny that right there was catchy as fuck, and it rocked in the club.
You know what
but
song
you
I hate
did
from
not
it?
like listening to it outside of that.
You know what I hated the whole time, nigga? Because I was just becoming a young adult when this shit was popping, nigga. Like, that fucking, what you doing? Chilling at the Holiday Inn. I hate that fucking song, bro.
See the shit.
But that's how Nelly sounded to me all the time,
I tried, but Holiday Inn was Chingy. That was Chingy's record.
Yo, that shit was terrible.
And the only reason you even remotely paid attention to that song was because Snoop Dogg and Ludacris was on it. And Chingy was a part of Disturbing the Peace.
DTP, nigga. 2 Chainz, nigga. But you know who the second best rapper on DTP was?
I-20.
Goddamn 20, nigga.
That
nigga was
20.
That nigga was the cleanup man.
Dealer, baby. Straight from the dick. Him and Slim Thug have the worst voices in rap history. Them niggas sound like a real life screw tape.
Boss hole, baby.
Dealer, baby.
Yeah.
Bronson.
So rip the cars out and the fuzz out. They're fighting in the club.
Oh. And it's funny that we go to DTP considering we're talking about Jermaine Dupri. Hold on.
Legendary.
Hold on. So, for those of you from the South that really love hip hop, then you know that Ludacris once was an on-air radio personality here in Atlanta by the name of Chris Lover.
The Lover Hour.
Chris Lover and Poon Daddy. Yeah. That was a
fucking
shit.
Fat Rabbit.
Okay. So the first record that Chris Lover was ever on as Ludacris was a song called Fat Rabbit off a Timbaland album. Yeah. So Timbaland was the first person to put him on a record. But did you know before Chris Lover had his own show on the radio station, Jermaine Dupri was an on-air personality at this radio station for a little bit. And who did his opening theme music? Chris Lover. Jermaine Dupri was the first person to give Ludacris a shot to rap. And what is the most globally I said, recognized song in association with Atlanta? Welcome to Atlanta.
Well, Move Bitch is a good one too, though.
Welcome to Atlanta. White people know what Welcome to Atlanta is. So much so, to the Atlanta Falcons had Jermaine Dupri and Ludacris redo the song for the Falcons this season.
Listen, I'm not
Jermaine Dupri.
Jermaine Dupri is fucking amazing, but he is absolutely the master of, at the height of someone's hotness, getting them the hottest record that can burn for forever, so he can get paid for forever, nigga. Welcome to Atlanta, nigga. Welcome to Atlanta. Like, when I think of Atlanta, I think of Outkast, Big Gip, Good and Mo B, Witch Doctor, Kilo Ali. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to Atlanta.
Now,
Tucking hammers and flow, back of the Mac and the jacket and flow.
Niggas think about Jermaine Dupri.
Who is he?
And Ludacris, bro. This shit is crazy. He's legendary, bro.
Globally.
Fucking legendary.
Whenever you think of, when you think of the 90s through 2000s, whenever you think of like watermark moments, watershed moments, the moments that last forever because it made such an impact. If you're from the South, Jermaine Dupri's DNA is all through that. But globally, we talk about the emancipation of Mimi. We talk about the Confessions album. You know, that's Jermaine Dupri. That's the So Def sound. When we talk about Jump, Warm It Up, I Missed the Bus, that was the first time kitty rappers, like there couldn't be, who some of the little youngins that became rappers, like Lil Yachty. Lil Yachty came in at what, 16? There wouldn't be a lane for Lil Yachty if it wasn't a crisscross. Because, yeah, there was ABC. But ABC was still like an R&B group that did a little bit of rapping. They were like the new edition.
Yeah, but, you know, shout out to Michael Bivins.
Michael Bivins is a gangster. That's a legend. But Crisscross was the first, like, yo, we just rap. Ain't no choreographed dances for real. We rap, but we kids. Because of Crisscross, you got the Youngsters, Illegal. One time for Marley G and Malik, a.k.a. Lil Hershey Lope. They was on Rowdy Records.
Rum. True. Shit, it was a bunch of little niggas out for a minute.
But it was all because JD, like, people don't want to give JD credit. Like, people pit him against Puff, Dre, and Timbaland all the time. And I always say that no relevant cat has been in the game longer than Dre, but technically that would be Jermaine Dupri, just because he started in the industry, maybe not as a producer, but in the industry, or maybe not even as a well-known name, but in the industry, nobody's done it longer than Jermaine Dupri, period. Nobody's been a longer executive than JD.
Word.
Like, because So Def Recordings was imprinted, like I said, with Finesse and Sinquist. And that was in 80-something. You see what I'm saying? He didn't sign Crisscross. Crisscross was on Rough House / Columbia Records.
Correct.
That was the same label that the Fugees was on. Right? The first artist on So Def was Escape. But JD had produced for so many people and had been in people's faces. Like, if you go to YouTube right now and look at the Freaks Come Out at Night video, you'll see Jermaine Dupri as a little kid with a jerry curl in the video. And that was in the 80s. You see what I'm saying? His first producer credit, he was 16. That's before Puff. Puff was noted as being the youngest executive in the game. Connected to a major? Yeah. He was 19 when he became head A&R at Uptown. But by the time he became head A&R at Uptown, So Def Recordings was already a company. Just hadn't had a hit yet.
Officially.
When Jermaine Dupri bought Crisscross to Columbia Records, that's how he got Mariah Carey. That's how
Legendary.
you get Celine Dion. That's how you get to go on tour with Crisscross with Michael Jackson.
That's how you get Janet Jackson.
Like,
Legendary, bro.
If for nothing else,